down the stalk, turn it over.
They say gardening is good for the soul. It has been good for Nick Ramey, bringing him a sense of calmness.
You want to split a sandwich with me?
The kind of peace that has escaped him for years. The former U.S. Marine says the war took so much from him.
My brother getting killed in Iraq was an absolute fork in the road in my life. Everything about my life changed November 8th.
After a roadside bomb took the life of the older brother he idolized, Nick Ramey signed up and became a Marine at the age of 18.
We were basically as new as possible before they could train us and then send us over with the next rotation. And I realized that all these guys are in their young 20s. I was 18 at the time, but they've been to combat several times, and it takes a toll on you. None of us came back the same, I don't think.
Ramey came back home angry, depressed, and he was drinking too much.
And then I started to realize it's something more than that. I can't control my temper. I hate everybody. I am the most pessimistic person in the world. I was incapable of feeling any type of emotion for anything except extreme depression and extreme anger.
It wasn't long before his troubled lifestyle landed him in jail with a serious charge. But when it was time for Ramey to be sentenced for his crime, he landed in a different kind of courtroom.
You have really done a wonderful job, done everything that you've been asked to do.
This is Veterans Treatment Court, where the defendants are encouraged and celebrated.
Please step forward and accept my congratulations. I'm tremendously proud of you.
I have so much respect for people who have served our country. Many of them ended up being harmed during the course of that service. And I like the opportunity to be of service to them.
The Fresno County District Attorney, Public Defender, and Judge Chittick were all instrumental in setting up the court. Fresno County lacked the funding to staff the court with a prosecutor, so DA Lisa Smitkamp took on the job herself.
The whole goal of the treatment court is to provide the veterans the treatment and the programming that they need to get back on track.
Even though the crime 30-year-old Nick Ramey committed made him ineligible to participate in Veterans Court, he got a second chance.
I ended up in the Veterans Treatment Court because Lisa Smitkamp.
Smitkamp, whose father was a Navy veteran, said she saw something in Ramey that he couldn't see in himself.
I really and truly believed that his behavior was a result of very stereotypical PTSD type behavior. He had all the symptoms, all the signs.
And she's like, I'm not going to let you go to prison. I'm going to help you. I'm going to do something for you the way you've done something for us. And that fight I had for 10 years with the whole world, it was just over right there. That woman could have fried me, and she gave me a hug. She just reached out and hugged me right there in the hallway, the district attorney.
Smitkamp doesn't want you to think she's being soft on crime. She says there are bad guys who don't deserve a second chance and need to be locked up. But she says, even as law officers, there are times to show compassion.
I don't want to sit here like some Pollyanna and say that everything is wine and roses and we just like to give everybody a break all the time, because that's not true. But I think if you are not a compassionate human being, you can't be a good prosecutor.
Ramey said that act of kindness shown to him has changed his life, and he vows to become a model participant of Veterans Court.
And they hold you to a high standard. It's not something to mess up, but it's working, and it's working really, really well.